Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. This is going to be a quick little video. Um, it was kind of brought to my attention, but I thought maybe... I, I'm- I've always known this, but I thought people did too, but then I found out from a couple different people that they just didn't know these existed. So this video is specifically, if you saw the thumbnail, it's about how to protect your magazine size style comic books. Recently, the DC has been pushing their magazine size. I find this kind of funny because DC has been pumping out. They call these prestige format titles. Like this one right here. This is Harley Quinn, or this is Harleen, book one. This is a retelling of Harley Quinn's origin story. It is under the Black Label. They are all adult books lately. That's what you're getting. They're usually like I think it's like $6 to $8, something like that. I guess it varies where you're buying. Maybe if you're buying out of states or something like that, I imagine it would be a little more expensive or maybe a little less expensive. But okay, so magazine style format, and DC has been coming out with these for a while. So have Marvel. So have some other independent titles like I know Bad Idea has done one. I know AWA has done a couple. And usually they are one shots. Now DC, like this is book one, this is book two. They do like actual like comics where it's like book one, book two, and it's usually like a 5-book format. I'm just showing examples of stuff that I have, but like Jeff Lemire's The Question. I love The Question. Unfortunately, most of these, this is all I have. Like I only picked up book one of this one. I only picked up book 1 and 2 of these. Like these, this one I've always been confused on. But this is Joker Killer Smile, book one. And of course I love Joker and everything. But I also have Batman Killer Smile, book one. And I don't I don't know if it's the same book and they just switched it out with the Batman. But my last book to show you. But this one's actually in a magazine back and board. And yes, they do sell these. I want to say, I think... See, I don't even want to quote that, but they do sell these at most LCSs. My big LCS that I go to, I frequent two, and here in Houston we have quite a few to choose from, but at my main LCS they do sell like magazine bag and boards separately, and they do offer them at the register too. And I want to say at the register they're like 50 cents or something, and they're a little bit more expensive, especially now the whole plastic shortage. But okay, so they do sell these at LCSs. I'm pretty sure you can get them online. I know BCW sells them, but they do offer like magazine in a backboard that fits, and the sleeve is it does have space. I mean, it fits magazines, and not just these magazines. It fits all kind of magazines, just regular magazines like Home and Garden, type of thing. There is an alternative because, of course, with plastic shortages, but I kind of mentioned that there is another option out there. But there's this style, and this is how I keep most of my magazines in. This is just you can find these at Walmart. They sell them sometimes at Walgreens, different stores like that. I think sometimes they sell them at Kroger's. These are just like plastic, kind of vinyl sleeves that they use. They usually sell them at office supplies. And generally you use them for like in Trapper Keepers or stuff like that, and you would put your papers in there or something like that. But as you can see, I mean, they are, square to, magazine size. So I generally I put them upside down because they are open, but I mean, you can seal them. But I mean, how I keep them inside a folder like a Trapper Keeper, and it's closed, and I just keep them. I mean, they go in like that, so they are so the opening is at the bottom, kind of thing. But they're in a binded folder. But and these are in there too. I don't have. But you can usually find these. I think the last time I bought a pack of these was like $2. I mean, they're really cheap. So this is an alternative that you can use, and it does have the rings already. But they sell different varieties of these too, thicker. They do sell sealable ones as well. I just go with these because they're a little bit cheaper, and once I put them in the thing, I mean, as you can tell, I mean, I've had this now for, I don't know, maybe like 5 years, or 2018, or yeah, 2018, so almost 5 years, something like that. And I don't see any kind of dust or any kind of, from the opening part that was at the bottom. Hey, but that's, you know, these are just different, you know, different tip to help you out, you know, now that, because we did have a magazine style DC book that came out this week. It was the Suicide Squad Gets the Joker. I didn't pick it up, but I do plan on picking it up. I just, my stack was just kind of big already. But yeah, simple, you know, trick that can help you. I mean, you can, you know, if you want the magazine bags and boards, I'm sure they offer different varieties, different brands, you know, I mean, but it is out there if you didn't know that. And they do offer a lot of good, you know, the hot selling prestige format book was Batman Damned, you know, with all the bad thingies. But hey, that's my video, something quick, little, but I gotta get back to reading so I can get back to reviews. Alright guys, hope this helped. Evil out.